All right, Nick, as per the usual, Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys are in the news again. An old storyline was kind of brought up when reporters asked Jerry Jones whether or not Sean Payton, former Saints head coach, was ever in the running to become Dallas's new head coach. And Jones kind of dismissed those rumors, but there's a deeper story to this. But before we get into the deeper story, I'd like to remind everyone we've partnered with Ultra Game NFL to give away some awesome merch, and I promise it's awesome. To find out how to enter this, look in the description below to figure out the details on this giveaway, or stay tuned to our plug at the end of the video. Nick, I want to ask the Dallas Cowboys fans, are you about tired of hearing Jerry Jones in the news saying stuff, or do you love that he's always in the news? It's kind of a controversial topic there. I want to see what the fans have to say, but tell us more about this story.
Yeah, so anyone who doesn't want to hear Jerry Jones in the news, I don't have good news for you on that, because he certainly is. So according to the Fort Worth Star-Telegram, Jerry Jones was interviewed about former New Orleans Saints head coach Sean Payton and his potential link to Dallas. This is what Jones said. Sean Payton shouldn't be out there. For him, the Cowboys, that's just sheer out of the air. It's well known we're good friends, and we think a lot of him as a head coach. But in this case, asking the way you're asking, he shouldn't be a conversation piece. The Telegram goes on to say that Jones says he only has eyes for McCarthy as the Cowboys coach right now. He believes McCarthy can win big in his third season in Dallas. All right, Maya. So obviously Sean Payton has links to Dallas, coaching under Bill Parcells in the early 2000s. And there are rumors, hey, is he going to come back to the Cowboys at some point? Is Jerry Jones going to move on from Mike McCarthy? But I think right now what we've seen from Dallas this offseason, we've seen a little clarity on their strategy. They've kind of gone away from trying to collect talent, just getting the biggest names and building a team. They have a clear strategy. They traded away Amari Cooper. CeeDee Lamb's their number one guy. They transitioned to more power football team. They go offensive line in the draft. They bring in big play receiver Jalen Tolbert, sign Michael Gallup. So now they have a clear strategy. They want continuity and a clear focus towards that strategy. And one of the ways you can have that ability is if you have quality coaches underneath your head coach. And when it comes to quality coaches, I think you start with Kellen Moore on the offensive side. And I think you have specifics there.
Absolutely, Nick. And per PFF, Kellen Moore has been one of the best NFL play callers last season, under only that of offensive genius Andy Reid. So he's ranking second in the NFL. But the stats also maybe even give Moore a little bit more of a boost. Okay? I have before us a graphic, and this is kind of outlining the Dallas Cowboys before Kellen Moore was the offensive coordinator, and then more so this past year when he's probably the height of his offensive effectiveness so far. Mm-hmm. So before Dallas had Kellen Moore, yards a game, they averaged 343. Now they're averaging 407, a staggering almost 60 yards per game more. Passing yards a game, before 221 yards a game. After 282 yards a game. Again, another 60 yards a game more. And finally, the most impressive one to me, points per game before Moore, 21.2 points per game. Now that Moore has been there, 31.2 points per game. If you told me I could add an offensive coordinator to my roster that's going to give us an automatic 10 points per game, that is an insane upgrade in my opinion. What do you think about all of this, Nick?
Yeah, and and there's a lot of people that say, well, Kellen Moore just has a talented offense around him that allows for him to be successful. And there is some truth to that. But if you go back to those numbers, the before Kellen Moore stats, that season, they traded for Amari Cooper midseason. So they had Amari Cooper. They had a healthier, younger Ezekiel Elliott. They had a healthier, younger offensive line. They already had a lot of the pieces that they had last year on the team. And like I said, they were younger. They weren't as beat up as they were, especially the last couple of years. So based with very similar, if not less talent, I honestly feel like Moore is dealing in some ways with less talent, right? Because those earlier Cowboys teams, they had Jason Witten, Hall of Fame tight end, even at the end of his career, extremely productive. Certainly an upgrade over Dalton Schultz, no questions there. So when you look at that, you say, well, Moore certainly isn't dealing with a lot, significantly more talent. I'd argue he's dealing with less to put up that much more production in every facet, passing yards, total yards, especially points. That's a big one. That's actually a big credit to what Moore's doing to the offense. And look, Moore's not perfect. He has room to grow. He's a young offensive coordinator, a young coach. But I think Cowboys fans, we have to really appreciate how good Moore has been as the offensive mind the last few seasons, and going forward, how important he'll be to this team.
All right, Nick, everyone's made it to the end of the video, and as promised, we're going to tell you about the awesome giveaway we have going with Ultra Game NFL. They have supplied us with these excellent, high-quality NFL merch shirts. I really like it. It's soft. The graphics are incredible, so I was blown away by the quality of these shirts. But anyways, how to enter this giveaway? All you have to do is subscribe to us here at Saturday Morning Inspection. Go over to Ultra Game NFL's YouTube channel, subscribe to them, comment on our video, and leave us a like. And as always, we're going to leave you Ultra Game NFL's YouTube channel in the description. You can find it there. It's very easy.
Yeah, and if you want more Ultra Game gear, which you should want more Ultra Game gear because it's fantastic stuff, you're already going to be in the description box anyway, entering this awesome giveaway. Check out our affiliate link going right to the Ultra Game NFL store. It's got all kinds of awesome stuff. You got to check it out. Ultra Game NFL, great quality merch every NFL fan needs.